Hey everyone, Pastor Paul Krampitz coming to you once again from my study here at Bethany Lutheran Church in Cromwell, Connecticut. Today I'd like to share with you this beautiful cross. This cross is actually made from old stained glass windows. I've forgotten which church it came from, possibly from a church in Southington or Meriden, Connecticut. It's a beautiful Celtic style cross. But what I love about it is that it's made from stained glass. You can see almost well, not quite. You can't see through me, but you get the idea. If there were sunlight here, the sun would be streaming through. This cross reminds me of a story told by Will Willimon, longtime chaplain at Duke University. Well-respected theologian and author and pastor, of course. So the story goes like this. Will Willimon one day was giving his grandchildren a tour through the chapel at Duke University. It's a gorgeous space with magnificent stained glass windows. And Will was walking his children in sort of a parade past all the windows, pointing out the various saints, saying their names and saying a bit about them. And the children were just awestruck with not only the beauty of this place, but the wonderful stories that Will was telling about the various saints. So at the end of the tour, Will looked at his grandchildren and said to them, "Well, what did you learn?" One of his grandchildren looked at him and said, "Well, Grandpa, we learned a lot, but here's one thing that I'll always remember. I finally understand who saints are." Will said, "Well, who are saints?" And the grandchild said, "Saints are the ones that the light shines through." Well, out of the mouths of babes, right? Kind of an Art Linkletter moment there. How true that is. So who are saints? We think of saints as being holy people, maybe without sin, somehow pure. Actually, saints are people in whom God works. God works in and through, of course, all people. And when that's happening, the light of God shines through us. It's really, as our ELCA tagline says, God's work, but our hands. You remember the baptismal liturgy? When the newly baptized has been washed in Christ, has been wrapped in that baptismal garment, a small light is lit from the Paschal or Easter candle and given to the parents or sponsors with these words, "Let your light so shine before others that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Luther teaches that we are all at the same time saints and sinners. We are imperfect human beings who daily fall short of what God expects of us, who daily deviate from God's will for our lives. And yet, at the same time, simultaneously, we are also saints, people in and through whom God chooses to work. God's light shines through us. Just like that favorite children's song, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine." Well, we let the light shine, but we're reminded that it's not really our light at all. It's a reflection of God's light. We are sort of like the moon, reflecting the light of the sun, Jesus Christ. So I love this cross. I love that it's made out of stained glass. And I love the reminder that we are all simultaneously saints and sinners. Let the light shine. Until next time, Pastor Paul Krampitz saying goodbye and God bless.